Hi everyone. Tell me, do you give yourself a break? This is my first post back in the new year after taking a very nice vacation. And let me tell you, it was glorious. And I wanted to hop on here to share something about food and nutrition that maybe you've never heard before and maybe is even kind of radical. It's the new year. It's like January 1st turns over and there are a bunch of diet messages out there. I've already seen some people doing these big overhauls in their diet and trying new diets and cutting out all these foods and so on and so forth. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like within our concussion and post-TBI community, a lot of us share this one thing in common, that we are all like go, go, go people. We're all the like go-getters, type A personality. We're the people who are like, we want to work very hard and we're like, oh, if I just work harder at it, it's like, it'll get better. Raise your hand if that's you. I'm raising my hand because that's me as well. And if there's anything I've learned from my TBI, it's that go, 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 just like keep working harder. It's not necessarily the best, not necessarily the best way to go about things. And I share this because I see this a lot in nutrition, where nutrition becomes the focus of this go, go, go. I just have to try harder. I just have to do more and then I'll get it. And what ends up happening is that leads to more stress, more anxiety about food, and a whole lot less energy for your brain. I'll give you an example. Like, could you imagine if we applied this raw, go intensity to something like learning breath work, like learning deep breathing? Man, if we applied that mentality, our deep breathing would be like, I'm breathing so good. Yeah. I think we get the point. So I wanted to share something different with you, a different perspective, especially at this time of year, where diet messages are unfortunately everywhere. I got an email today from someone saying, hey Crystal, I have a brain injury and one of my other health providers told me to do this diet and told me and like gave me this handout. Here it is. Can you tell me, is this a good idea or not? And so I'm looking at this handout of this diet that was recommended to them. And this handout just had a whole bunch of foods not to eat, like lines upon lines of foods not to eat, one line about what to eat, no further guidelines on how to actually put that into practice or assessing whether it's right for you. And then at the end, it said in big caps lock and bold letters, failure to comply will slow your progress. I just want to take a moment to point out how much BS that is. Failure to comply. When have those words ever motivated anybody to make like lifestyle changes? Not only that, but in reading that sentence, I was like, this is how this other provider says, well, if it doesn't work, it's not my fault, it's your fault. You didn't just try hard enough. And this is what we see again and again in the diet world, that you didn't just try hard enough. You need to work harder, which then pokes at the insecurity and that personality trait of ours of like, well, I try hard enough, and I'm gonna try harder. they pass the buck on to you, saying, if you fail to comply, you're the failure. But let me tell you this, and hear this now. You did not fail. The advice failed you. And that's something that, these diets, people don't like to admit to. They take the one or two people that have had success with it and spread those messages. Meanwhile, the other 100, 200, 300 people who didn't don't talk about it because they are made to feel ashamed for having failed to comply. I want to give you something here. Come in close. You are worthy of love and respect no matter what you eat. You are worthy of love and respect no matter what you eat. Say it with me. I am worthy of love and respect no matter what I eat. Could you imagine if more health providers gave nutrition information and nutrition support from that place of love and compassion? We would all be so much better off. And we would not have these turn over the calendar year, January 1st, a bunch of people feeling guilty and so doing a bunch of diets. So, my offering to you is, if you are feeling like you're seeing these diet messages everywhere, and if you are feeling anxious about those messages, if you are made to feel ashamed, like you didn't just try hard enough at a diet that is quite possibly not right for you at all, could potentially even harm you if it's super restrictive, well, in the face of that, say, I am worthy of love and respect no matter what I eat. And when you start to work from that place, nutrition is gonna feed you so much more lovingly. It's not just gonna feed your brain, it's also gonna nourish your mind and your heart. That's my offering to you this January 2021. If you have any questions, let me know. I know for myself this new year, I make kind of like loose resolutions, and it's more around themes and words. And this year for me, the theme is soften. Instead of going at things super hard and going at things with tension and that, yeah, I can do this, I'm embracing the softness. How can I move through my days and accomplish a ton of great things while still feeling well and not feeling like I'm super anxiously trying to accomplish it? How can I feel comfortable in uncomfortable places and situations? How can I soften? Anyways, let me know in the comments below maybe what you're working on, any thoughts that came up here, or even just type into the comments, I am worthy of love and respect no matter what I eat. Let's yell it from the rooftops, or maybe more quietly if you have noise sensitivity. Okay? Cheers.